So these are Algebra 1, Unit 1, Writing Expressions notes. Today we're going to be writing some basic algebraic expressions that match verbal descriptions of mathematical operations. So we're going to be translating from words into math. We're also going to determine whether or not two algebraic expressions are equivalent by manipulating some expressions. So there's some basic vocabulary that you should understand when you see it in words. For example, when you see something like the sum of x and 4, sum is referring to addition. So this is referring to the addition problem x plus 4. A product represents the multiplication, what you get when you multiply two things together. So when you see the product of 3 and y, they're talking about 3 times y. Now a difference of 10 and z, it's important to understand when it says the difference of 10 and z, difference is referring to subtraction. And with quotients, we've dealt with addition, multiplication, subtraction. It's the leftover one, it's division. So the quotient of 8 and p can be written as 8 divided by p, or if you want to, you could also write it as 8 over p. 5 more than c. We're adding 5 more than c. So we're at c, and it's 5 more than that. Now, could you write 5 plus c? Sure. With addition, addition is commutative, which means that if you switch the numbers, you get the same result. So 2 plus 5 is the same as 5 plus 2. C plus 5 is the same as 5 plus c. However, when it says 2 less than 8, 2 less than 8, I know that's going to be the number 6. It's 2 smaller than 8. 2 less than 8 has to be written 8 minus 2. It cannot be written 2 minus 8 because 2 minus 8 is negative 6. 8 minus 2 is positive 6. So 2 less than 8 means we're going to go 8 minus 2. So we don't write the numbers necessarily in the order that they appear here. 8 less than 2 is 2 minus 8. It's 8 smaller than the number 2. Obviously, 8 less than u, therefore would be u minus 8. So don't just go on autopilot and write the numbers in the order that they appear. Make sure it makes sense. I think this statement makes this statement make a little bit more sense. So if you go 2 less than 8 means it's 8 minus 2, then 8 less than u has to be u minus 8. 9 increased by x means we're going to start at 9 and we're increasing, we're adding x to it. So 11 decreased by 3 means 11 minus 3. And 11 decreased by e is going to be 11 minus e. And e decreased by 3 is going to be e minus 3. So those are some basics you can work with. Let's add a level of difficulty to it. Let's take the sum of 3 and the product of 2 and z. So we're taking the sum of the number 3 plus the product of 2 and z. So we're adding two things. 3 plus this product. And product means multiplication. So we're going to multiply 2 and z together, and we're going to add 3 to it. Nice. 3 more than the quotient of 10 and y. So we want 3 more than whatever this is. Now the quotient of 10 and y is 10 over y, and we want 3 more than it. So remember, if it's 3 more than, it's sort of like we add it to the end. 5 more than c, add 5 to the end of it. 6 minus the product. Okay, what was product again? Product is multiply. 3 and x. 2 less than the quotient of w and 4. Now I know quotient means divide, so it's w over 4. 2 less than this. Remember, 2 less than 8 meant 8 minus 2. So if it's 2 less, we subtract it from that answer. W over 4 minus 2. 12 decreased by the product of v and 5. Can you write it like this? Certainly. You could also do 12 minus 5v. That would also be valid. So if it's a decreased by problem, you can actually start with a number. If it's a 2 less than, we put it at the end. If it's a 3 more than, you probably want to put it at the end, and you'll get the right expression. All right, back side of this notes worksheet. Determine whether the following expressions are equivalent to 4ab. So here's what we do here. Multiplication, like addition, is commutative. You are allowed to multiply things in two different orders and you'll get the same result. 5 times 2 is the same thing as 2 times 5. 1 times 6 equals 6 times 1. 10 times 8 equals 8 times 10. So as long as you have 4a and b in some order, like 4ba, it's equivalent. 2 times 2ab means you're going to multiply the 2 times what's here. Now be careful, the distributive property works in that you multiply the number here by any term inside the parentheses. Now by term we're talking about things we add. Like if you see 2 times a plus b, the 2 gets multiplied by the a and the 2 gets multiplied by the b. This is 2a plus 2b. The 4 gets multiplied by the a, the 4 gets multiplied by the b, 4a plus 4b. Here, 2ab is not being added to anything, so the 2 gets multiplied by this, which is 4ab, but then there's nothing else to multiply the 2 by. We're not adding or subtracting. So 2 times 2ab actually is 4ab, but 2a and 2b are not like terms. You cannot simplify these. 4a plus 4b are also not like terms. You can't simplify these. There are two expressions equivalent to 4ab, which are these two. Which of the following expressions are equivalent to 2x plus y plus y? Well, I suppose if you wanted to simplify this first statement, you could add the like terms. We have 1y plus another y. That would be 2y. So this statement here is the same thing as 2x plus 2y. And I already see an equivalent answer. This statement here you have to distribute to everything that's being added. So we'd have 2x plus 2y plus 2y. Now you can add the like terms together. You would get 2x plus 4y. Alas, that's not 2x plus 2y, so that doesn't work. Here you can distribute the 2 to the x and the y, and you would get 2x plus 2y. Ooh, that's what we want. It's equivalent. Yes. 2xy. There's no addition sign, so it doesn't match. And we've already talked about 2x plus 2y as a solution. So 2 answers here. Which of the following expressions are equivalent to 5m? Well, this looks promising, but it says 4m times m. We're multiplying m times m. And when you multiply m times m, you get m squared. This is 4m squared. It's not 5m. 4m plus 1. These are not like terms. You can't add them together. It doesn't work. Here we're going to distribute the 2 to the m. And 2 times 2m is 4m. So I have 2m plus 4m minus m. These are like terms. You can add them together. 2m plus 4m is 6m. Minus m is 5m. Yes. m plus 4m. This is like 1m plus 4m. They're like terms. You can add them together. That's 5m. Yes. Last example. Which of the following expressions are equal to c plus 2d plus 3c plus 4? You again are able to add like terms together. You can add the c's together. This is 1c plus 3c, which is 4c. There's a d, actually 2d. There's a 4. That's kind of as far as you can simplify this. 4c plus 2d plus 4. Yeah, that works. 9cd, no. 9cd plus c. These aren't like terms. It doesn't match this. No. 2 times 2c plus d plus 2. Well, let's distribute and see if we get the same thing. 2 times 2c is 4c. 2 times d is 2d. 2 times 2 is 4. 4c plus 2d plus 4. That matches. So for these algebraic expressions, not really a quick way to do this. You do have to test each one out and see if it works out. Now that you've got the note sheet finished, go ahead and work on those Khan Academy problems. It's the same type of thing. Go check out the Google Classroom site so you can get the links. Try and get 5 in a row for each category. If you can do that, then you can move on to your homework assignment for tonight.